of your picture and attacking towards the left-hand side for the first half of this particular encounter. Already the home side showing a little bit of fluidity in their passing game.
We are in Spain. They don't throw the ball, keep it on the ground, knock it around, create space, and that suits Orlando Pirates.
Already hustling and puzzling the defense, managing to work it out. Mariko, Orlando Pirates looking to try and find their fluidity and their rhythm. Zaza, of course, with the departure of Buthelezi, who was second choice goalkeeper, now Zaza has to step up, of course. His defense set under pressure already. And there's the beginning of it.
A nicer part for players when the season starts. You all get given the opportunity to showcase your state of readiness. From a mental state as well, physically, you've got to be able to do that. And the hunger, because the coaches are watching. And that's very crucial for players.
Masanganya gives away the ball cheaply. Dispossessed and one. And then the Pirates coming through, coming forward, getting into their strides now, looking to try and get it into the box. Doesn't really find a lot of space, coming away with it. There's Diego Brie. Again, Mariko and company doing well there to winning position. And Parime, right in the thick of things early on. It as well delivered behind now. Bustled off, and the referee blows for free kick in favor of Orlando Pirates.
Still early stages, but what is common between the two teams? Keep the ball on the ground, knock it around, create space, and that's very crucial. The movement becomes very crucial. To be comfortable, to build from the back.
Orlando Pirates able to build from the back and comfortably doing so just before launching a long one. Seeing a lot of the ball for 25-year-old Siyabonga will certainly help him in growing in confidence and settling whatever nerves there may be there. For football players, I doubt if there is anything in their head called a friendly. If they are donning the badge, they certainly want to go out there and prove and showcase themselves. And in the case of Parime, announce themselves to the Ghost Nation.
There's no such thing as friendlies for players. You wake up, you're in the business of entertaining. People have got an appointment with you. Can you imagine how many people are watching this pre-season match for Orlando Pirates because they want to know the state of readiness, they want to see the new players that have set in, and those players themselves want to prove a point to the coach that he did not make a mistake in bringing me into the club.
Butuma applying pressure already, able to deal with it effectively. Martin loses the ball. Masanganya picks up, he's isolated, is Masanganya waiting for support, eventually does come through, but guided away from goal, looking to try and rebuild the attack. Mariko looking to really enforce their style. He can shoot from there, opts to just try and play a quick interchange of passes between him and Dino van Rooyen.
Good start so far. You want to see players settling, having a feel of the ball, moving it around. If you're a striker, you want to have a shot at goal, force a save out of the keeper. They're up against the side themselves. They enjoy the feel of the ball.
Minas not able to find the teammate up front, still keeping the ball. Switches sides, looking to try and find the players. Ruiz easily gathered. Diego Bree can't get the sniff of it. And the Pirates trying somewhat to come out of their own defensive thirds. And they'll be able to do so now, courtesy of a free kick call against Adnan Galan.
Smart move from Tito. Sometimes you force players to foul you in your own area in terms of protecting the ball.
Ivan Anania is the man you saw briefly on your picture. He's 48 years of age, guiding this Kariba side for this particular encounter. It's his third year as a coach for the side, having guided them from when they got relegated back in 2018-2019 and got promoted again in 2024-2025. They have been playing in La Liga 2, which would be the Motsepe Foundation Championship of La Liga.
You know what is pleasing for me? If you look at the La Liga itself, in terms of the style of football, and you look at this team at this level, it's almost identical.
Yeah, and the Pirates doing well to ensure they close spaces quickly and make sure they are able to retain and regain possession quick as they lose it. One of the players to look out for, of course, is Dani Dasinde, age 26 years of age. Also a new face on the side of Cordoba. No. Intercepted. What can they do? Isma Ruiz goes out wide. Ball whipped into the box early on. Well, the bounce took the sting away from it. Intention was a very good one from Antia Garcia.
Precise intention as well, because if you look at the quality of having to spread the ball, put it on the right hand side and bringing very tricky shot for cross for defenders to deal with, couldn't get it on target.
Now Antia Garcia, having joined the side just 7 days ago. Absalam Wadu, he brings the Moroccan flavor to the Spanish capital, of course, as he did on South African shores and went on to win a treble on his first season.
Was under pressure, but he showed his maturity. I think it helps as well in terms of where he played his football himself as a player. So you tend to share that wisdom with the players, the Pirates, because they were under so much pressure. At some point, they were casting a little bit of a doubt whether they can, but they, with some class as well, managed to win the league. You know, so the mentality has improved. The players' posture, they believe in themselves. They're part of a big institution. It's good to have Mariko. I mean, he showed potential. Wishing that he could come in and stabilize that midfield, create depth. They've created a big challenge because they're going to be featuring in all competition there is to play for that Pirates. You know? Nice life problems.
Certainly nice life problems. They will start their CAF Champions League well in early September, of course. That is after they've had to defend the MTN 8, which starts a week after the league commences. They begin with the defense of the marathon, of course, which is the Betway Premiership. So there's going to be lots of games. So certainly everybody else has to make sure that they are up to it. First 10 minutes gone and no shots on target yet to write home about. But what you've seen so far, pleasing to the eye. Ruiz. Forced to play back to Alex Martin. Marin, 29 years of age, has been with the club for some time now. Third season now is Marin, the man in between the sticks for Cordova. Looking for space. Out wide it goes. Looking to try and whip one in from Manus. Doesn't really get it. Gets the throw in though. He'll think of taking it quickly. He's the man from Deportivo Alves.
Now, as a footballer, when you're playing in some of these countries, and you know they speak Spanish, they want to hear what you're saying as you're sharing information. Mbutuma, now you know? We'll probably turn around and speak Spanish themselves, players, but
first corner, into the near post it goes. Well, dealt composedly so defensively. Ruiz thought about a shot, changed his mind at the last moment for what they go. Well, recycle it. Tanita said it. Abdesalam Wadu, not a coach that always takes his seat in the technical bench. Very focused, knows the work that lies ahead for the upcoming 2026-27 season.
Just on a lighter note, you've seen the videos of him all dressed up, and he had to control a ball that was played out and with his chest, you know, wearing a tie, and just controls that ball. Just shows the class of a man that a footballer he has been.
Well, once and always. Once a footballer, always a footballer. Well, a strike from a distance. Doesn't get the accuracy that he wanted, was Ruiz. Goes wide of Lada's goals.
These are tricky shots for goalkeepers, but once it bounces in front of you and you're already committed, very, very tricky.
You start from Zaza. Oh, Butuma tried to get to the end of it and just couldn't get it on there. Under pressure defensively, what can they do? Alex Martin goes down, cries foul. Immediate apology from Kompani Lungu. Nothing to it, says the referee against Danny Tasende. Freedom and space is what Orlando Pirates is enjoying and is having. Looking to use it quite wisely. Ndara just possessed with ease. Forward they go now. What can they do? Look for a cross back in. Well, defensively, Orlando Pirates held their own. Danger not averted as yet. Looking to pick up some pace now about this game. Not a lot of space. Wide it goes, looking to get a fine delivery is Manus. And safely into the hands of Lata.
A lot to learn. You look at how they rotated the ball, the quality of the cross that they played. A lot to learn. Orlando Pirates. And of course, the youngsters who might be having the opportunity to watch this game. This movement off the ball, the rotation of it, and they're very intentional in terms of the crosses that they play.
Maswanganye.
That's the first time I see him play the ball with the right foot.
Switches ends to Dino van Rooij. Looking to try and feed it through his Dino van Rooij. And just couldn't find Butuma. Not reading the same book as it would be. Plays it through the middle, looking for Pican. Zaza off his line very quickly to gather that ball. Make life easy for himself. Play down the middle. Now the Pirates looking to switch hands. Now looking to go out wide. Does well. Bring it under control is Zulu. What can he do? Does well to find a teammate. Mariko, they keep it going. Maswanganye leaves it. Oh, gets it again. Zulu looking for a decent ball into the box. Doesn't get one. Easily dealt with defensively. Pressing Orlando Pirates, and that's almost working for them. Putting Nkatova under pressure. And almost working for them. Never able to get it back to goalkeeper. Out with the left this time from Maswanganye. You spoke about him using the right foot for the very first time, and his left foot there showed that he's got accuracy on both feet.
The long range with the left foot. And I don't doubt. The left foot, I don't doubt.
Educated left foot, of course, from Patrick Maswanganye. Zulu. Out wide from Maswanganye. Lungu. Signed from Siwelele. Quite a few players that came on from Siwelele. Those that have been confirmed, of course, already by Orlando Pirates. The likes of Buhale Ngwato, who's on the bench. Kampani Lungu. Neo Rapo, who's with the under-23s. And Apaliti, who has been loaned back to see Welele. And also there has been a signing of Spangani Zulu from Richards Bay. And they're signing that from Teteleli Mtiani from Stellenbosch as well. That's the business that Orlando Pirates has done. But with that, there were outgoings, of course, that we can still look at and mention, of course, Tabiso Sasane. Going off to Siwelele, as well as Rasabo Chasalaero. Also a player that went off. Of course, the biggest one is of Lilebukile Mufukeng, having left as well and gone abroad. Finally, his time came. First corner for Orlando Pirates after the shots from Patrick Maswanganye. Ito. He is affectionately known of as a Tembisa-born attacker.
Says the Tembisa man himself, right?
Tepo Mashilane, Sipumbule, Bantile Shandu are some of those that have also left. Popo plays it short with Maswanganye, whips on into the far post it goes. A little bit overcooked. Chabatane will protect it and watch it go out for a corner. Second corner for Orlando Pirates.
If there's a player that perhaps needs to increase the appetite to score goals, Lambutuma, has shown great potential aerially as well.
And swinger, and easily gathered by the goalkeeper. Easy pickings for the captain of the day, Carlos Marin. 29 years of age is Carlos Marin. Not a short man, 1.87 meters tall.
But if you look at the players in field, they're quite identical in terms of the height. He's the tallest of them all. Well, you need to have a tall goalkeeper. Itumele Nkune and the late Senzo Maiwa would say something different.
Of course.
Hey, so rest in peace. What a character. What a goalkeeper. Great. One of the best.
Free kick taken quickly to the far side. It goes into the box. It goes easily dealt with from the defense. Headed back into the danger area. Enough numbers in Orlando Pirates' defense. Forces. Got over to go. Mac and recycle the ball into their own half. Idagasa not able to get that space, of course. And the coach, Ifan Anya, hasn't sat down also, just like Coach Abdesalam Wadu. They mean business. Pre-season is business.
Have you noticed how back full of tricks and confident he is in terms of controlling the ball? Have you seen him just trap the ball wearing a suit? You just seen it. It shows a man was a player, you know. He's a good footballer, played at the highest level. Still has some good touches.
In fact, watched the training videos to Orlando Pirates. Paul posted in their Pirates TV. You would see Abdesalam Wadu warm-upping with the players, still sees himself as a player. I guess that really makes the relationship easy between him and the players, because he loves the game once and always.
I was fortunate. I've been exposed to that kind of situation, and it's always good to have a coach that knows how to play the game and he becomes part of it. He's always vocal in terms of how he plays his football. It's very inspirational.
A late challenge from young Parime. Only just 18 years of age is Parime. Had a stellar season in the DSTV Diski Challenge. Here's Parime. Hydration break, it's what it's called. We've seen it quite a lot in the World Cup, and I can tell you that it's a little bit hot in Spain, of course.
Time for coaches to have a bit of pep talk with some of the players, encourage them. Still a few key elements. Whilst we have a Banisha, a young man.
Best chance of the game for Cordova. And a strike coming through from Enda Garcia. Just couldn't really connect with the ball as well as he wanted. But the relentless attack kept on going through. Egotiz Monus trying to get one into the box again, looking to combine with Diego Pecan. It just didn't work all out well. Well, Tasende with the corner. And Orlando Pirates having to work hard in clearing their lines. Well, wasn't done as yet. Had ample opportunities is Andagassia to get the side ahead in this encounter. Not an easy one.
But they've shown intent. I mean, if you look at how they've moved the ball around, how they've set themselves up to pull the trigger and force a save out of the keeper. I mean, so far, for me, you know, that has been the busiest of the goalkeepers because he has been tested. Good touches as well. Been out there, very switched on. I mean, I guess for pre-season, he's happy, he's been busy.
Easiest delivery from Masanganya straight into the palms of Manus, making it easy for him to pick up, of course. The referee ready to get the action going, but it will be a moment for Coach Matlangazi as well as Abdesalam Wadu to just issue some instructions to the last 20 or so minutes of this encounter in the first half.
You know how important it is for players to have a conversation amongst themselves, to problem solve. Don't wait for the coach, because once you are out there, you know, you've got to be able to communicate amongst yourselves, you know, and that's very important. That makes the coach's job pretty easy.
Restart from that earlier set piece that they've enjoyed, that they got with a foul from Parime. Play through. Asking for some movement from teammate is Garcia. Ruiz goes out wide. Good first touch to bring the ball under control. There's 4 to aim for in the box. Doesn't deliver in. They have to try and play short passes. Gives an opportunity for the defense to try and clear it across the face of goal. Well, they needed a tap in. But the presence of Ndaba made it difficult for the attackers from Cordoba. Oh, Diego Paquin, the man who was lurking behind to try and get to the end of it there. Ndaba doing well to clear defenses for him.
I would be worried defensively for Orlando Pirates, because that cross gets played between the keeper and the centre-back Perry. And it means you haven't managed to cut the cross out before it actually gets to be shown as an intention to bring in the cross. You've got to try and avoid those kind of situations.
Padime. Holding off Teteni. Here's Padime. Throw in. Looking for a long throw in. Looking for a long throw in from Jean Cateres. Gets it in there. Opportunity. Well, corner begging. Could have been better.
Remember Kevin Lane?
Stability.
Specialized in those throwing. Was Opa Mabuja at some point to Orlando Pirates. He also specialized in those kind of throwing.
That takes it long. They've always built from the back. It's the first that they really take it long and go direct. Maswanganye pickpocketed. Referee comes to his rescue, saying that pickpocketing was illegal.
I think if there should be an element of his game that he needs to improve on, Tito, it has to be too casual in tricky areas sometimes, and you get dispossessed there, and then you have your teammates that are already lining themselves up. It could cause problems for the team in terms of creating an imbalance.
No ball given away. Opportunity for Orlando Pirates. Strike from a distance. Mariko had the right idea, turn and shoot. Just couldn't really connect with the ball as well as he wanted. And the man who's worked the hardest in a Cordoba shirt, Diego Garcia, down at the moment, waiting to just receive some treatment.
You know, the radiator tends to heat up as well, right?
So
it needs attention. There's some cooling. Let's see happen.
So took a foot in the mid-rift. Just a follow through when Rico was taking that shot. No malicious intentions, of course, from Mariko.
You can imagine, I think, for some of the players that have just joined the Orlando Pirates to travel this far, to prepare yourself for the challenge ahead, because they're going to be featuring in virtually all the competitions there is. There's also the CAF Champions League. You've got to have depth in the squad, but also individually, it enhances your dream as a player, to travel for pre-season preparation for this. And I always say, if you're part of Pirates, there's always possibilities of you featuring in the national team.
Of course. 7 of their players haven't gone to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And Sebelebele, who joined Orlando Pirates just not so long. He made his national team debut in the very same season as well. So it tells you the pressure that comes with donning the black and white of Orlando Pirates. For what they can, played into the box and easily cleared by Garcia, who's back helping out defensively. He's recovered, got under treatment. Van Rooyen looking to try and take this thing off it and unlock that defense. More of Kadova. Shabatani dispossessed. Easy as you like.
So the conversation so far, Ekasi, they're saying when teams such as Orlando Pirates come knocking, all they're saying to you is that we thought we should come and invite you to win trophies with us. It's your choice. That's the recruitment policy. They thought we should come and invite you to come and win trophies with us. That's the space we are at. That's what they say. We win trophies. It's good. It's a good feeling that they knock on your door to say, we want you to become part of us. Look at your company, Lungu. Join Orlando Pirates. Always showed potential, quite a versatile player. If you don't have a Sibilibili and you have him, like for like, in terms of work ethic.
And also in terms of what they offer as well. Mariko's had a stunning game as well in the first 45 in this encounter. Because without mentioning, of course, Lungu on the far side as well. It really hasn't had the space that Company Lungu enjoys in playing in.
Got to be wise. It comes with time and confidence.
Chavatani also joined the club in January, of course, is Chavatani, along with Nimtandela. Yes, find it hard to really break into the starting berth. Such is the competition in Orlando Pirates' side. Oh, good first touch, clear it away. First touch shows a little bit too much to Kadoba from Maswanganye. Lovely turn, now moving forward, shifting through the gears, looking to at least find a goal in this. Garcia goes wide, Ruiz on his left. Not able to strike it as well as he would have wanted.
So, what are the lessons so far when you're watching the opponent that Pirates has? Is how swift they move the ball and set it up, to try and hit the target. I mean, it was ready, just the execution in the end, it wasn't right. But the movement on the ball, very intentional in terms of what they want to do, and spotting the gaps and exploiting those spaces. Those are the lessons one can take out of that. I'm sure the Pirates technical team are watching this kind of elements.
Cleared out defensively. Did he keep it in play? Yes, is the answer from the officials. Gotis Manus
players such as Manus, they're able to gauge the temperature, drop it a little bit to say, now let's start all over again. Trying to stretch around the Pirates, but also look at the options the man in possession has. He's got two options all the time. It's more of a triangular kind of situation. You can tell I haven't had diamonds. I haven't touched the diamond because people talk about that like a triangular thing.
Well, an opportunity for the diamonds to be polished. And at the moment, they're polishing defensive diamonds at the moment as Orlando Pirates, of course.
Yeah.
Under a little bit of pressure for the last few or so minutes. Ball played over the defense and looking to try and find Diego Pecan. Pecan also joined the side in January. 18 appearances, 2 goals that he scored. He is looking at making that number 9 position his own. He's the 24-year-old. He's shown appetite also even in this encounter. And the Pirates showing composure and confidence. And Zaza showing he's very comfortable with his feet as he is with his hands. Ndaba as well combines with Lungu. Picks up his head. Lungu played it into the center. He's looking to try and find a teammate. Ruiz desperately trying to clear out defensively. It's Orlando Pirates that are managing to regain possession with ease. Into the box it goes. Cleared away. Still alive. Can they make it work? No, needs the answer. Goes out for a corner. Hariko. Well, Masonganye brought down again as Masonganye again. The referee doesn't say much. He continues, moves forward. Now what can he do? Pecan gets it onto his left. Well, eventually dealt with defensively. Cuts on the inside now. Badime. Forward he moves. Looking for options. Finds Lungu. Now operating on a different side. Well, first touch, not the best. Maybe a free kick for Kadoba. Opportunity for them to clear defensively. And the Pirates raising the tempo. You see, how they giving lip to the referee? There's no friendly.
They're not too happy at all. They thought he'll give some of, the incidences in their favor, and it's not happening. He just wants to get the game to go on and be free-flowing. Did you see that board that says game on? That says game on. He wants to have this thing flowing.
Action resumed, but a little steady about it. Just under 5.5 minutes left of regulation time in this encounter. Masonganye doing well defensively, dispossessed with ease. Now forward they come. Close the channels very quickly whilst Chabatani. Now Orlando Pirates, opportunity for them to break in transition. But there's more jerseys in maroon than there are in white. Waiting for support. Eventually comes through. Mariko also buys a little bit of time, which kills the momentum and takes the sting out of this attack. Transition not too quick for Orlando Pirates in this instance.
Well, I guess it was that quick, but they didn't have the numbers yet. 2 players at best of pace that quickly got into that, but they didn't have the options. Good recovery.
Parime does what he does best. I was wondering how long will he be resisting that edge, of course. He likes turning on the music and let everybody dance to it. Enjoys making the crowd dance to his tune.
We are going to miss Rele, but now that I've seen what he's capable of doing, I'm thinking, Rele, I wish you all the best. But you created space for another young man who could reach that height that you are now at. Because he's in a team where you've got to express yourself. You can't be part of Orlando Pirates and not enjoy your football, because they allow you to become natural but play within.
Yeah, taking jerseys as well. That's what the foul is about and is for. Even Anya, 61 victories that he's enjoyed in the 3 years that he's been with the club. 39 draws and 49 losses in the 3 years that he's been with the club. You would wonder, they play 42 games a season in La Liga 2. And also there's Copa del Rey. So they campaign in quite a number of matches. In the previous season alone, they played in 43 matches in the last 12 months. Of course, 17 victories, 10 draws and 16 losses. It's what they've enjoyed in the previous season. And in those losses, with those numbers, of course, they only could finish in 9th position, missing out on promotional playoffs. Of course, it was their second season back in La Liga 2. They've got relegated twice. As Katoba before, in 2004 and 2018-2019 season. Those are the times that they've got relegated. Pull into the box, easy into the palms of Zaza. They also got promoted to La Liga. Only spent just a single season. 2014-2015 was the season they only got to a short stay for them, finishing in 20th position on the TM. So they are looking at getting back to the land of milk and honey as far as Spanish football is concerned. In their third season now back in the La Liga 2. They'll be hoping for a better showing.
You know a song called Spanish Guitar? You're a fan of George Benson, right?
That's right, early ball played in. Zaza reads it very well, gets off his line timelessly so. Gathers with ease, Mariko. Orlando Pirates looking to go into the break with the lead here. Maswanganye driving the ambulance through and moving it forward wide to Padime. What can he do is Padime plays it out wide. They're looking for the pace of Ndaba. Just too strong in trying to offload to Maswanganye. Ruiz moves forward through and just looking to just kill off the momentum that Orlando Pirates were enjoying. I have him alongside with Diego Brie. Martin. Out wide. Manus moves to just go back to Juan Canteres.
So, what are the lessons for Orlando Pirates so far? You know, with the opponent they have, is that they're able to control the tempo. There are times where they just drop it and start dictating that kind of tempo, accelerate when they need to.
Easily dispossess. What's Padime? Mariko. Done and dusted is the first 45 between these two sides. Goalless it will be as they go into the break of both these sides. Not a lot to show as far as goal mouth action is concerned for Orlando Pirates. Well, for their hosts, they've really been asking a lot of questions. Zaza and his defense coming to the rescue of Orlando Pirates. Sometime being let down by accuracy thereof. Selepe, good showing in that middle of the park. Zaza, a decent first half for him in between the stakes for Orlando Pirates. And for the new man, Bonani Zulu, he also had a decent showing in centre back as well.
It's been a good half for Orlando Pirates. I think what you want to see is players, having good touches on the ball, getting into good spaces. One thing they probably want to do is to start hitting the target, test the keeper. That's one thing that we can fault to them. Of course, there are elementary mistakes at the back. Those are things that you can sharpen up and improve on. But they know they're up against a team that so far have enjoyed knocking the ball around. That they themselves are quite comfortable on the ball. So it's a perfectly matched preseason game so far. And a lot of details, of course, and notes with the coach as we see him now.
GWM, go with more.
Every free click you make is harmful to us. Every illegal stream robs legitimate broadcasters, costing jobs. You can't claim to love the game if you're stealing it.
Behind every video frame are thousands of livelihoods, people that make television and films for you.
And when jobs are lost, families are left devastated.
Those free streaming sites don't just steal our jobs.
They steal from you too.
Your personal information,
Your banking information.
Your money.
all these expose you to cybercrime. When you pirate a story, you destroy the chance for us to tell the next one. Make the right choice. Support what you love.
It's the Morning Cup.
We bring you everything from fashion, culture.
It's all going to be here. We've got special guests that are going to be joining us.
Am I supposed to come here and lie to the public?
More drama. Really, it gets worse.
Having fun. A great show. Mix a bit of everything to resonate.
It's happening.
All things around the FIFA World Cup.
Arguably the best magazine show.
Tune in while you have yourself a fat cup of joe, because it's Fiso Mazibu when the commentary is bro. It's the Morning Cup, baby. The Morning Cup, baby.
This is the only show on Supersport that's about more than just the game.
3,500 kilometers of sweat and sacrifice. 21 stages, but one truth. It is time that will break you or make you. The mountains may test your legs, but the stopwatch will test your soul. It all comes down to time and the prestige of Le Maillot Jaune for the one who can master it. Watch Le Tour de France on Supersport. It's about time. Proudly brought to you by Cecil Nurse and Toyota.
The coveted trophy of the Curry Cup.
For 134 years and across 87 seasons, the Curry Cup has shaped South African rugby history. From famous triumphs to unforgettable upsets, the race for local rugby's greatest and oldest prize returns as the country's top 8 sides go head-to-head once again. The quest to lift the revered Carling Curry Cup Premier Division trophy continues, only on your World of Champions. Broadcast proudly brought to you by Specsavers and Jet Tour.
A season where Orlando Pirates Football Club completed a treble of trophies deserves a victory lap. So we took to the streets of Jozi visiting sponsors and partners while being cheered from the Ghost on every road and corner. We thank them for standing with us every step of the season because at Pirates, success is shared on, off and after the trophies are in the cabinet.
Wow, another glorious day at Vodacom where we're celebrating with Orlando Pirates. Again, every single season, the Pirates always win some silverware. This season, particularly special, the treble. And I think for me, just to watch a team go through their paces, maintain the pace, and even at times when they looked like they were down, and people started to doubt, and people started to ask questions about will they see it through, that tenacity to be able to overcome and actually put collectively as a team to get to where they got to, I think for me is just absolutely outstanding. My message to the entire team, to the chairman, to Bumi and Kosana, to everyone at Orlando Pirates, Vodacom deeply values this partnership. We are incredibly proud of what you've achieved, the brands that you've built in South Africa. The Vodacom brand alongside Orlando Pirates just looks like championship stuff. We are super proud of it and we really enjoy this partnership. We know that there's many more years to come. It's been 2 decades. I see many decades to come. Congratulations, Orlando Pirates. We're seriously proud of you at Vodacom.
From the beginning of the season, I've backed the boys. Everyone spoke about the 2-game loss in the beginning, but I've said, from the beginning of the season, seeing the format the boys have been on, seeing what the coach has implemented, especially as a new coach within the season, it's good to see that the boys have pulled out the victory and become treble champions. Coming to the Woodmead store, one of our bigger outlet stores, one of the biggest stores that make good sales with regards to the Pirates kit year on in. It feels good to have the guys coming through, especially to see the fans. And like I said previously, when we were in Maponya Mall, it's good to have that guys are here, not just as fans of Orlando Pirates, but also fans of the brand.
We've built a relationship on really building experiences for the fans, starting with Orlando Amstel Arena. So really making sure that we can enhance the experience at the stadium, but also beyond that, we're looking to build viewing experiences and really give the fans great times as they watch the boys. This is our first year as partners of Orlando Pirates, and it's amazing that our first year they've won the treble. Really excited with all these years to come. Lots more to win. Very excited and proud. The boys really brought it home, so happy. Big congratulations, well done. Next year we win the same 3 cups and we win CAF. Exciting.
When we came into partnership with the Orlando Pirates, it was an absolutely amazing experience for us and our staff. We have been behind you all the way. And as far as being bused to Mbombela for the final match of the season, everybody's so excited and so happy. So we have to have them part of this. We have, the passion is so big. So we literally just made a plan to incorporate them into the celebration and the experience as well. And today we are here to celebrate the champions, the treble champions, the Orlando Pirates. We are so excited. It's been an unbelievable journey, really. For us as a brand, we could never imagine that we'd have the opportunity, to be part of a brand that is so great. As far as the sporting community goes, this is one of the biggest brands, and for us to be able to be part of it is such a privilege and an honor, and we're so grateful. We're so grateful to stand here today, and it's like a family, as you say, Tanis, and we've done this all together. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
You know what, I've not been as crazy as I was this season in a long time, but that's just me and my alter ego and my ability to never back down from a fight or back down from when I believe that we've got the capability just to fight and win the game. So games like the first game of the season, I can never not reflect on that one. 3-1 down at halftime, and you go like, what team is playing on the field? Like, we've watched all the preseason games and we've been far better than that moment. And in that moment, you realize that, hey, this is the first time many of these boys are playing on TV. The first time they're playing from the fans, the first time they're playing in the DDC. But at the end of the day, you're playing for Orlando Pirates. This is an expectation for you to be able to perform at this level. And yeah, it took some harsh words at halftime. It was just a harsh realization of who they play for, why they want to be part of this club. And then second half, they go and they come back 3-2, they come back 3-3. And then we just go on that run again, and then again, Golden Arrows, we play them. They go up 1-0. We come back 1-1. The last minutes, we score 2-1. And it just showed that the mentality I was trying to ingrain in was starting to develop within the team. And then as the season progresses, we have moments where Orbit, I think that video was posted where the 21-goal pass, and that's how we really want to play, and how we showed quite a lot of that this season. And then we go to last 3 weeks of the season where Amazulu come to us, and they just grind the result. They knuckle down, which puts a bit of nervousness on the team. But I think the great thing with the technical team was that we just said, leave it and let's continue. We didn't dwell on the loss. We just said, we've got work to do. Football's about, sometimes there are going to be it's going to be a bad day. And the space we were in, we needed to just let the team see the positive side of things as well. And then, we go to the Amazulu game, and it's a tense game, and we're trying to stay in the game, trying to at least not lose the game. And they score, I think it's on 85 minutes. And the best part of that is that not one of the technical team members dropped their heads. And I think the team felt us and heard us. Just keep going, grinding. And then literally 4 or 5 minutes later, 88 minutes, we get the equalizer, and then 95, the board goes up. I remember looking at the fourth official lifting the board, 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm a Man United fan, this Fergie time. In my mind, I'm like, there's enough time to win this game. And then, we get the winner on 95 minutes. And for me, it was like, no, this is done. Like, these boys, they want this. At that moment, I kind of believed we could do it. But at that moment, I'm like, no, there's no chance Sundowns can touch us. I'm like, that's why the last game of the season, personally, I wasn't fazed. It was the easiest game for me because I felt our boys were really that weak for that game. We came to training, you could just see they were buzzing. They were like, is the game tomorrow? And I think tactically we knew what we wanted to do, and there was no ways the opponents were going to overcome us on that weekend.
This World Cup, the football conversation doesn't end at full time. The Link Up brings you the biggest stories.
Disallowed goal should have been disallowed or should it have stood.
The hottest takes.
I feel like the Nigerian team played the occasion, not the game.
The banter.
I like how we didn't ask you for any explanation. We just had to explain why things went south.
Join the conversation. The Link Up. Fridays during the FIFA World Cup 2026. Broadcast proudly brought to you by African Bank. Supersport and Paga, bringing the story of rugby to its people.
This is rugby. Indeed.
For generations, they ruled their side of the world. North, south. Different worlds, different styles, different cultures. Now, the divide disappears. The collision begins. 12 nations, one seismic competition where hemispheres collide. The Nations Championship 2026, only on the World of Champions. Because this is how we rugby. Proudly sponsored by Pick and Pay, Coca-Cola, and FNB.
The world's biggest sporting stories unfold on Supersport this July. The Tour de France serves up 3 weeks of torment and triumph.
It smashes the time!
Only on your World of Champions.
Welcome to the Wonder Diamond League from Zurich, Switzerland. We're ready for a big one here.
But he has indeed smashed the world record! Who's going to get another line? Niles!
Inched his way forward.
Oh, yes! Has she done it? Yes, she
Well, welcome back to it. The first 45 didn't deliver a lot of goals between these two sides. In fact, went goalless between Cabo as well as Orlando Pirates. One class side that's come closest to finding the back of the net, of course, it has been the home side, of course, the Spanish side in the second half of it. So we'll see on what will the second half be able to deliver for neither of these sides. It will look certainly to be interesting and see on how all will go through. So Masanganye still donning the captain's armband, comes down from the stairs, of course. Having enjoyed the enough time, you'll see Apolis right there in the picture. CBC as well. They have travelled, of course, with the side. Not taking part today because they were, of course, in the FIFA 2026 World Cup. They are looking to see, they will still enjoying a bit of rest as well for this time they've quarantined. So it looks as though there might be a few changes that may be made by Coach Abdesalam Wadu before we start the second half. Remember, it is a friendly, so there won't necessarily be legislated amount of players that you can change, which is normally 5. Clubs, of course, agree before the game with the officials on how many substitutes they can have. That normally is dictated like that. Yes, young and old out to enjoy pre-season, of course, sunny conditions right here in Spain, in Marabella, of course. So that's where we find ourselves for this afternoon's fixture. Pre-match checks, of course, still continue. Even at the start of the second half, Chabatani had a good showing in that center of defense and kept it busy. And Marabella Football Center, that is where we are for this afternoon's encounter between the two sides. There, of course, those that you see, of course, in your picture are changes. Giovanni Andres as well as Ninji coming in. We'll just confirm as to who would they have replaced on the sides. And that is Ndinji. That continues in the second half. Is trusted in between the sticks and Butuma. Next to Mary, they've made way. Bosale Wato. He looks as though he's the one of the changes is the nippy, pacey Wato. Started mapping away in the second half. We restart this encounter. Notapo as well. That's it. Was with the under-23. Did return on time to travel, of course. Wait for that confirmation of those subs as to who's come out and who has come in. Butuma. Can't cut it. Yeah, looking to start the second half a little bit better. Zulu. Wow, Van Rooyen cut on the inside. Looking to start a little bit better. Venturing into the box as Maswanganye brought down. Ball whipped in, Eli. Mato can't get it. It's cleared easily. Mr. Pep. Late challenge from Silepe. Oh, great interchange of passes to cut down the danger. Cutting it out, timelessly so. Okay, they've shown quite a lot of confidence defensively as Orlando Pirates. Able to play it out defensively, Jay. Getting the ball out of danger and moving it forward. Cut back and safely into the arms of Laza. Restarts quickly. Played out defensively, not looking to try and get into their struts. Not given enough space, of course. Looking to try and see how he can outsmart the defense. Oh, Denzel's pass 1, 2, stopped in the third attempt, of course. It's like a bit of may delay, of course. Yes, out wide it goes. Orlando Pirates coming forward and looking to try and play it with a clear intention to really trouble the defense of Cordoba. Not work it all out. It's a corner, first one in the second half. Orlando Pirates, third one of the encounter, all in all. No rapport to deliver. No rapport to deliver the corner. Delivers one, it's an outswinger. Doesn't really get to a teammate. Cleared out. Long ball. What can they do now? Looking to trouble the defense of Orlando Pirates. They are nippy. Oh, loose ball. Blocked. Can Orlando Pirates play out in transition now? The Buccaneers looking to get through it and stopped in their tracks, of course. Lack of numbers once more in transition. It's what's really killing what could be a good transition play. Tilted with ease. Right. Maswanganye. Forced to play it out with Lada. Not a lot of changes made by Orlando Pirates as opposed to the opposite number. The opponents have made quite a number more of those changes. Even in goals, Ike Alvarez, Damien Media Daira, and all those are the new faces that have come on, of course. And Kevin Mendena as well. Well, for Orlando Pirates now, Rapo has made his way in. Bahlale Ngwatu, also the other. Out wide from Ngwatu to Rapo, with one into the box, easily dealt with defensively. And the threat not too great to trouble Ruben Alves. And now again, a foot stuck in. Kariko comes away with it. Hospital pass in trying to find Demian. And change the rest of their side in the second half is Katoba. For Orlando Pirates, Brian, only been a handful of changes for their sides. Settling already in the philosophy and what he likes seeing it upstairs. Salam Wadu. He is a coach that has always trusted the process and sticks to the process.
Well, when you look at it, I think based on the program they have, he's going to give players chance, get them to be in the right condition because of the amount of football they're going to be playing. They're going to feature it basically in all the competitions there is domestically. There's also the Champions League that they're going to be part of. So it's going to have depth and work on the level of fitness of the players, prepare them mentally. It can be challenging. It's a daunting task to be traveling, come back and focus, and you know you're the team to beat most of the competitions there is.
Certainly, they will have a mark on their back in the next season. There will be a side that will be under pressure for most. Orlando Pirates will be up against, of course, the Tide. Mamelodi Sundowns will wanting to regain the title again. As the continental champions is Mamelodi Sundowns.
They'll probably want to reclaim their status of being the Betway Premiership champs. So the battle is going to continue. Sure. Maturena also, they'll be wanting to stage a fight.
Have managed to see their friendlies as also in Kaizer Chiefs unbeaten in the first two friendlies that they've had as well. And draw earlier today as well, 1-0.
Posture's improved with a lot of those players who come from DDC, matured, blended into the side.
Couldn't keep it in play is Kevin Medina. And also trying to state his case with the referee and also the men that provided the ball in all. 11 minutes in. No goal to still write home about. No. Not much of a case he has.
Well, that's when you say you took your eyes off the ball. Is it on the nose? Because that's all, yeah. Was there something? What happened here? Well, it's his teammate.
Selepe?
Yeah, it's Selepe. There was no Selepe on it, it's just the wrist. should be fine. Just affecting the photo shoot that he might have because the noise could be so late.
Of course, talk of photo shoots. It's the time for new kits.
Yes.
Yes, it's that season, of course, for what the fans will be looking forward to. And that's most of the clubs will be launching at the end of the month. Well, the Orlando Pirates have already shown us what their fans can expect. Kaizer Chiefs has already dished out their jersey. I'm sure Mamelodi Sundowns fans can't wait to see the 2 stars above their badge when they do eventually launch their own jerseys for the season, along, of course, with all the other 13 clubs in the Betway Premiership that will be looking to launch and look dazzling for the 2026-27 season. Alves able to deal with that pressure. And forward they go. Shane changing through the gears, forcing the foul. It's a leper again. Ooh. Got stuck in slight a bit too tight.
Silepe is in Basel, right?
Yes, Shoka.
That's in Tonga.
Lungu does get the better of 2, looking to try and offload to Maswanganye. Good pace from Lungu. Rapo, can he supply into the box? 4 in the box. Maswanganye looking to keep it alive. Tito. Zulu. Van Rooyen was looking for a return ball. Zulu! Wow. Needed that kind of defending to try and keep it out. Ruben Alves with a decisive clearance.
They've upped the tempo on the Pirates in the second half, early stages. Probing in that box. Desperate moments, conceding a corner.
Not a ball. Second corner in the second half, 4th of the encounter for Orlando Pirates. Will they take it short? Goes up the hill and decides maybe may not necessarily work for him. Gives the captain of the day duties to deliver. Into the middle it goes, cleared away by Alves once more. Falls kindly for Van Rooyen, goes out wide, looking for Tito. And Tito not able to really find way past Medina. Zulu. Charatane switches hands. Mwato. Mwato having come on for Parime. No, in the first touch. Idea was a good one. Rapo has come on for Ndaba. Just confirming the changes from Orlando Pirates, of course. Only just 2 of those.
Back full of tricks. Not easy to dispossess Tito.
Rapo looking to deliver.
And the delivery will be more of an in-swing.
Into the box it goes, easily dealt with. No danger at all from that delivery from Rapo. Played over. Lovely touch from Lungu. First time into the box, can't find a teammate. Easily cleared. Come back with it is Orlando Pirates now. looking to step it up a little bit, put a little bit of sense of agency, showing their teeth already. Now the Sea Robbers. Masonganye contents past these men. Mariko now to wide. Lungu needs a decent ball in. It's a grass cutter. It's easy to be dealt with defensively by Damien. Offside call. First off the game for Orlando Pirates. First off the game for both sides. It would seem. Oh. Current goalkeeper of the year in the Betway Premiership and a nominee for 24-25 for 25-26 season, of course, is Sipho Chain, who will be amongst of the whole host of changes that will be made by Orlando Pirates. Radio Pani in amongst them. Van Rooyen, Lungu making way. Moremi to step up. Silepe, Mariko, and Butuma making way. Sipho Chain comes on. Sibilibili, the radio man. It's a whole host of changes made now by Orlando Pirates.
It's got to create depth in the squads. Like we mentioned, that they have a very packed schedule.
Now we need them to really get it right. Demin does well to hold off his nerve, but in delivering, looking to try and locate Medina. Didn't work out well. Sibilibili takes the throw in. Fresh off the World Cup in the Americans. Looking for spaces, Alboran doesn't really find any up front. Orlando Pirates making sure they close all the channels and they lock them in. No one else can go past Wato. Fighting off the ball is Mbuhali Wato. Late challenge. Teteleli Mtiani also newly signed as well. So next on the agenda is Cadua Deportivo de Cadiz that will be played on Saturday. Then next week Tuesday, Orlando Pirates will be up against Al Ittihad, and then all these games will be played right here at the Mabela Sports Center. And then on the 24th against Niome, Orlando Pirates will then make their way back into the country. They'll be setting their sights to defending their treble on the 1st of August. That's when season 2026-27 kicks off. Foul. And the first yellow card brandished. Masilela, the man to go into the referee's book.
Well, the players, it needs to be drilled on them that they're going to be the team to beat. The focus is on them. And they have to perhaps live up to the standards that they've set themselves. It's nice life problems, right?
You talk of standards, you look at the Betway Premiership and how it finished in the previous season. A lot of teams have set high standards for themselves, Amazulu being one of them as well. And so it's going to be quite an exciting season, of course, to watch out for Durban City as well, going into continental football for the very first time. Whipped into the box, easily dealt with. And Durban City winning promotion and surviving a season in the Betway Premiership, and then going into continental football. Complete Cinderella story. Natazwane reduced the ages of all the players and then went on to do well in the same season. So standards are high. whipped in. Cleared away. But danger not averted. Orlando Pirates. Communication between teammates not going as crisp as he wanted. Masilera got the telling touch to it, but almost took off Debshire.
You know, sometimes I take pride in how team owners and to listen to what commentators and analysts say. I mean, I remember the owner of Amazon listening to the great Teko Modise saying that you need to refresh the squad, bring in youthful exuberance into
No
the
opportunity!
squad. What a goal!
Oh, they find the back of the net. It's cut over. They opened the scoring. Very late though, but they'll be happy that it finally came. They looked as a side that could find the back of the net early. And they've pushed through and consistently been asking the questions. And finally, that pressure told. And finally, they kept what they were been looking for on a turn. Sniper. Chevy Antras beating Sipochain after defensively not working all out time.
They switched off on the Pirates defensively. Not sharp enough, the positioning completely out of tune, and they were punished for that. It's not a league game, it's not a competition, but it's preparation for what's coming in the season to start. And these are some of the mistakes that you've got to correct. Defensively, they were allowed it, and they got punished for that.
Well, paid the price defensively for switching off is the Orlando Pirates. They'll need to dust themselves up and come back into this encounter. They've got goals in them. They just need to bring that to the fore. Coach Wadu reminding the players exactly as to what is expected of him. Karaba bus also behind, and we've seen the Al Ittihad bus as well. And so some great competition coming out for Orlando Pirates. Of course, this is the first of their 5 games that they will play at this very ground.
Perfect time for them to correct mistakes, blend in some of the new players. The radio man.
He's light up the back of the net in the DSTV Diski Challenge. Certainly, this is his season to certainly make it work. With the departure of Tsekofatso Mabasa already, opens up a space up for him, of course, to also put his hand up. Won't be easy.
Competition is healthy. Whoever gets given the opportunity and he scores goals, fine.
Debbie Shire dealing with that pressure quite easy. On ball. Confirmation of that score. Kadoba found the back of the net, lead this encounter. Chavis Antras, the goal scorer. Yave Antras, the goal scorer. Just 20 minutes left in this encounter. Throw in. Clear away. kept alive. Free kick against Danson. Cameron Danson also picks up a yellow, second Pirates player to go into the referee's book.
Let's look at what happened here. He was late for the challenge. You also look at it and say, was there danger? That led to him committing to that kind of slight tackle. Stay on your feet. Danson, his best moment, remember it? He's from Lori Sundown.
Yeah, goalkeeper goal of the season, of course, in the Petro Premiership. Ball into the box. Oh, idea was a fine one. Execution certainly let him down there as he looks to try and get the goal for himself. Is Mandela. You speak of Danson, another one who will need to step up the season. The departure of Rile, as well as Nkota, has certainly given hope to the players to know that they themselves can do it as well. And has opened that gap. Now we're looking who would be the next Rile Mofokeng. Mahao Nkota. I tell you what, Parime, Danson, Wato as well. Those are some of the names that come up.
I don't think there can ever be a Rile Mofokeng replica of him. I think anyone that gets given the opportunity needs to create their own identity. He was always going to be a special player.
One of the kind. Generational talent, of course. Oh, does well! Put on the pressure on the goalkeeper. And the radio man got the right frequency. Piled on the pressure, forcing a mistake. And gets one. Back goal for Orlando Pirates. It's 1-1. Game on is certainly Bitumelo Radiopane on the score sheet for the Buccaneers.
We Tumeti persistently kept his eyes on the ball, pounced at the right moment, very sharp, too casual, was he not, the keeper? Too casual. Not when you have this man hungry to be part of the starting lineup, pounces on that ball, and he gets it right. That's a goal poacher's node.
Well, interesting fact, I must say, Brian Martin, the two goalkeepers to concede in this encounter are the first choices in their teams. Alvarez, the first choice on Cordoba's side. Sipo Chain, the first choice also on the side of Orlando Pirates. 21 clean sheets the previous season for Sipo Chain. 7 clean sheets the previous season for Alvarez.
Yeah, but this one is not on the official scheme form.
No.
This one can't be.
Will count as a friendly, of course.
Yeah, that will count as a friendly. Yeah, this can't be on the scheme form, and I use that word deliberately because we can't say team sheet because this Bitsman has done well. You know, on the scheme form it can't be. Happens to the best, and we learn from this kind of thing.
Danson looking to close up space as Elion Sibilibili, using his pace to good effect.
One of the most versatile players.
Okay, Wato, he's got pace, he'll keep it in. No is the answer. It's the touchline that wins the race. But throw in, he thought it was for Orlando Pirates. But the referee's assistants on the near side ensuring Man reminding him that it's not the case. Sibilibili looking for options. Tapela Koki has out for a lengthy time with injuries. Tapela Koki, good to see him back.
Good leadership qualities. There was a time when he was at Amazulu, he was a specialist when it comes to dead ball situations. He once got a scorcher for Amazulu.
A lot of DTC graduates joining the first team, of course.
One of the best innovations by the league itself in terms of the DTC. There's success stories that comes out of there, the conveyor belt of talent that has come from the DTC. Visionary thinking.
It's worked wonders in accelerating in talent in the World Cup alone. You look at the number of graduates that were hoisting the South African flag up. It was impressive and marvelous to watch. So 2030 World Cup certainly will be there. Not to add numbers, but to compete as we did in the 2026 World Cups. Gone are the days where South Africa competes just to add numbers.
A good posture about ourselves.
Ball lost. Kudoba coming forward, looking to restore their lead. And they've got a little bit of space to work with. And the Pirates closing them as best as they can. Still alive though. Wide it goes. Mato attempted, but just with faith. Damien. Not able to locate a teammate, unable to push it forward. Forward it goes now with Radiopane. Plays it really across, and easy gatherings for Alvarez. Troubling. Not easy to really deal with it. Brought down.
We spoke about Rayleigh's departure from Orlando Pirates, and I'm sure we've created a conversation amongst the fans to say who is next, who's going to take over. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, certainly. Oh, gives it away was Tiani. Tenzing fails to gather it, and the referee was playing advantage, but eventually made the call of them. Tiani asked for it. Oh, tell you what, friendly by name, but competitive as ever is the game. Oh, sharp and hard tackling from Sibilibili. He has really not allowed Mandela to enjoy the space provided on the right side. Whenever Mandela as well as Albaran switches hands and try to tackle Sibilibili, it's been Sibilibili that wins that battle. Even so now with the set piece, Turkey switches. Oh, lovely ball to find Rapo. Gets a second bite at the cherry. Gets the Buccaneers going forward. Now opportunity. Opportunity doesn't really go well for Muremi. Was looking to play it in. Rapo to deliver. And easily deflected out to safety by Nje. Fifth corner for Orlando Pirates.
The theme on the right, on the left-hand side of the screen. You fight until the end. That's what the Buccaneers are saying. That's how they won the league. They fought until the end.
The same spirit shown here. They conceded the first goal. They've equalized. Now they are going for a kill with just under 7 minutes left in this encounter. Muremi, outswinger, allowed to bounce. Steps in. Well, safely into the bucket hands of Alvarez. Looking for a quick restart. Sibilibili wins it, but the goalkeeper was impeded as he restarted that ball. So was looking for a quick restart also as Alvarez. And Polki spotting it and wanting to delay him slight a bit. Tia. Okay, Sibilibili showing what he's really made up of, his experience, his big heart, and energy.
Always showing up. Yena Kasivil.
Never say die attitude.
That word doesn't exist in his vocab.
Switching ends. Easy for Sibilibili. The presence of mind to hit it down to safety.
Listen, he made it look so easy, but it's the decision that he's got to take, the scanning around him to be able to do that.
Fighting off, and really hasn't gotten that done.
I think the improvement on the Pirate side is more pressure. You know, they don't give you time on the ball. Letting that midfield.
Looking a little bit more composed they are now. Remember that goal came almost immediately after the changes were made. Well, I did say friendly by name.
Yes.
Competitive by nature. Once and always.
Listen, this is a friendly, but I like this kind of mentality from the players. You can tell that this is not just them coming out just to fool around. It means a lot. Fire started.
I
like this kind of mentality. You know?
Right, up against Caracedo. Caracedo not having none of it. Again, I would imagine maybe language is the barrier as well. And maybe it's that whole thing of expressing yourself in all ways possible just to get the message across. Lovely ball. And then opportunity to make it too. Wow. Cheney showed why he's nominated as amongst the best in the league in Mzansi.
Made
himself big.
Yeah. 1-on-1.
Clean defense with his hands.
Well, that is clean. I mean, I know I have had a conversation with a great Petson Banda. He always said, once they beat you, it's my turn to showcase what I'm capable of doing. That's a great Petson Banda.
Sibilibi going forward, plays it early. Good ball, great control also. Just unable to really connect with it very well. Also, credit to the defense, making it difficult for Mremi to really bring it under control. There was Unai Sari. Ball whipped into the box header. Well, Tiani did well. No, it looks as though the ball stayed in. Funny enough, from Tiani with the last touch to it. Oh, big pass. Masilela pickpocketed more nicely, but lost the ball now. They're looking to get it into the advanced spaces. It's just not working all out as well as they would have wanted it. Just under 30 seconds of regulation time left. What have you made of this encounter thus far?
Well, from an Orlando Pirates side, I think I like what I'm seeing in terms of the depth in different positions. Still early stages in terms of the sharpness of the players, but very comfortable on the ball, all of them. It's just they need to be ruthless. Of course, that comes with time, but I think so far so good in terms of what I've seen. And I'm sure the viewers themselves and the Pirates fans would be happy with the talent on display. And the success that they've had last season, it's going to put them under pressure. There's expectations, of course. The fans are spoiled. The conversations has been about their success last season, and they want to continue from that, and I think it's good to see. Of course, when you're playing against a team such as us with the Spanish touch, the Spanish guitar in terms of the rhythm, you're always going to find quality in terms of that. They were tested in terms of how to control the ball and how to get out of situations when they are pressure, and they must have learned a lot out of the opponent. But been pretty much happy with the depth that Pirates has, considering the amount of games that they're going to be playing in competitions.
Oh, looking to clinch it at the death here as Orlando Pirates worked into the box, cleared away from the distance, and a shot from Sibidibili, wayward from Sibidibili. Done and dusted. It's a share of spoils between Kadoba as well as Orlando Pirates. Both goals coming in the second half. Well, started all in the 70th minute when Xavi Andres found the back of the net, and Radio Pane able to get Orlando Pirates back into it. So it continues for Orlando Pirates that they've only had 2 losses in the 11 games they've played. It's game number 12 now, and they've continued that 11 losses. The 2 losses they've had in Spanish against Spanish opposition. 5 draws and 4 victories. This is draw number 6 from the 4-year that they've had between these two sides. It's a share of spoil between Orlando Pirates as well as Cordoba in their first game in the Spanish tour.
he was always going to be a special player.
Now this is the Amstel golden moment of this encounter. Radiopane putting pressure and finding the correct frequency to make the back of the net dance strutter as he equalizes for Orlando Pirates. Amstel golden moment going to Radiopane with the equalizer. It's the striker's hunger, it's the prowess, it's the anticipation.
Presence of mind. Kept his eyes on the ball, too casual. The keeper was, and he gets punished. If he didn't know who the radio man was, he now knows. Sharp, decisive. That's what Pirates needed.
Fought for it, and this is how it starts for them. They've played against Kadobia. Next is Cadiz. That game will be on Saturday. Then they'll take on Al Ittihad Club of the Saudi Pro League, and then we'll go against UD Palmas of Spain as well, and Naomi of the Saudi Pro League as well to end things on the next Friday. That is the 24th of July in their preseason tour for Orlando Pirates. Well, it's been a pleasure and an awesome privilege to bring you this encounter. We'll see you again on Saturday.
In cycling, everything comes down to time. Yes, you need strength and speed, skill and tactics, courage and luck.
The clock ticks over.
From the mountain trails to the cobbled classics to sprints decided by less than the click of a camera shutter.
Photo finish, wow!
It's about time. In the Giro,